Right guys, in this video, I'm going to be explaining the psychology hack that stopped me from FOMOing into trades. Just yesterday, I took this trade over here and ended up losing money. And I missed out on this entire trade all the way over. I missed out. I completely missed out. Now, if this was me 2 years ago, I would have entered into all of these and I would have lost a bunch of money. But I don't do that anymore. And there's one psychological hack that I use now that I'm going to share with you guys. Alright, so this is very important. Let's talk about FOMO. Now, if you look at the chart that's on the right over here, a lot of people would buy literally over here. I know it sounds stupid. I know it's like, I don't know a single person that would buy over here. Surely we need to wait a little bit. There's people buying. I guarantee it. Now, why does this happen? There's a couple of reasons that this happens. The first reason I want to talk about is delusion. They think, well, the stock's gone up this much anyway. That surely means it's going to go up, right? This is one of the worst mindsets to have. And if you have this mindset, it clearly shows you don't have a strategy. The strategy is so important because the strategy forces you to let go of FOMO. You're not going to enter the setup unless it matches your criteria. So if you're looking at this chart being like, oh, this is a perfect time, let's buy it right now, you're screwing yourself over. So you need to make sure that you have a strategy that you follow and that you understand. So many of you guys have random strategies using all these complex words, but you don't even know what it's about. Like if I told you, hey, explain it to me in one sentence, you'd have no idea. So make sure you have a strategy that you understand and that you actually implement. If you don't implement the strategy, you can look at this chart and be like, yeah, it seems like a good time to buy. Terrible idea. Now the second thing is comparing. So what you might do is you might talk to your friends or you might see people on social media posting all their massive wins, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, fuck, everyone's making money off this stock except me. Therefore, I need to go in and buy it and buy it and buy it. And then you end up losing a bunch of money. Stop comparing yourself to people, right? When people post all this random stuff about like Lambos and I'm this, I'm here, stop listening to that. Stop looking at that. Just focus on your system, right? Take the trades, journal, analyze for yourself. You're in competition against yourself. I'm not competing against anybody. There's people out there making way more money than me trading. But I don't really care because I'm competing against myself. My goal is to make more money than I did last month. That's it. That's literally my goal. It's not to, oh, there's this one guy that I really hate, so I want to make more than him. That's stupidity. Don't compare yourself to these people. The only person you should be in competition with is yourself. I know that sounds like cringy and gay, but that's true, right? So don't compare yourself to these people. And once you stop comparing, it's like tunnel vision. It's like, okay, these are the things I need to focus on, and these are the things that I shouldn't do anymore. It completely eliminates FOMO. Now, the last reason that you might be looking at this and being like, yes, let's buy, is just straight up greed. Maybe you're not a profitable trader. Maybe you haven't had a win in months or weeks. And you're thinking like, fuck, I really need to make money. And so you enter a stupid trade and then you lose a bunch of money. That's the worst thing you can do. Always follow your system. And this is kind of foreshadowing what the psychological hack is. But just always follow your system, because if you follow your system, even long periods of no trade days or losses are going to be fine, because mentally you know that this is part of my system. I'm taking these trades and I'm losing money, or I'm not taking these trades. That's completely fine because it's all following my system. So if you're doing any of these three things, you better stop, right? By the end of this video, if you see this chart over here and you're like, let's buy, I failed my job. Now, quick heads up, I have my free trading bundle in the description. It includes a free course, there's 3 ebooks inside, there's a trade tracker Notion template. So like I mentioned, right, you have to analyze your trades. This is the best way to analyze your trades. Every trade you take, just note it down and track your mistakes, track your progress. And there's also a lot more inside. So if you do want to get it, click the first link in the description to go and get it for free. So the psychological hack to stop FOMOing into trades is there will always be another setup. Now, what do I mean by this? What I mean by this is this. If you look at my profit for the last year, this is the entire year, all the trades that I took. Notice how it's going up. Do you see that there's no point where, it goes up and then it just stays solid? Like, no, it goes up. and then it goes sideways, and it goes up, and then it goes sideways, goes up, and it goes sideways. Because I've been in the markets for so long, I understand that there's going to be cycles. I understand there's going to be periods of time where we're going to make a lot of money. I understand there's going to be periods of time where we're not going to make a lot of money, or we're even going to lose money. But I know that there will always be another setup. I know that for a fact. So this time period from here to here, if I'm struggling, it doesn't matter. Because I know there'll be another setup. And when that setup comes, I better take advantage of it. This is another thing. Make sure you take advantage of these setups. So when it comes, you have another spike up, and the market slows down a little bit, and the process repeats, and repeats, and repeats, and repeats. And you can literally see this exact pattern from about August to, well, till the end of the year, to be honest, right? You see how it's like stair-stepping up? It's like slow period, goes up. Slow period, goes up. Slow period, goes up. I know for a fact that there's going to be another setup. And so I never have FOMO. Right, to show that this works, I'm on the charts. And if you trade gappers like me, you understand that every single day there's so many gappers that go up, 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 up. So that already eliminates FOMO because you're like, okay, I missed the gappers today. Let's just not miss them tomorrow. You see what I mean? So because you have this like thing in your brain, this habit of checking the gappers every single day, it kind of tells your brain like, bro, chill. If you missed out today, it's fine. Because tomorrow there's going to be another opportunity. And if you miss that, it's fine. Because then there's going to be another opportunity and another and another. You see what I mean? But let's look at this stock in particular. This was just a couple of weeks ago. Not even a couple of weeks. It's just like 1.5 weeks ago. So initially, it started going up. Now, if you're trading pullbacks like me, this is like a perfect example. So we see the stock goes up. It pulls back for a little bit, and then it shoots up again. Now, I didn't take this setup because it doesn't match my criteria. And that's another thing. I don't take these setups unless they match my criteria. So if I miss a setup and it goes really well, I don't have FOMO because I'm like, well, that didn't match my criteria, so I don't really care, right? But either way, let's say you missed this entire trade from here all the way up to you missed it. You're like, damn it, I should have taken it. That's fine. Because if you wait a little bit, there's another pullback. And then there's another trade. You see this? There's another trade over here. There's another opportunity. Literally, like 10 minutes later, there's another opportunity. Right? Let's scroll a bit further. Let's say you missed this as well. You're having a terrible day. You missed it. There's another opportunity right over here. So you look at this. This is the perfect fucking example. I personally missed this trade. Then I missed this trade. And then I finally got into the trade over here. We're talking 15 minutes into the market open. That's when I first got into the trade. And look at this. So I don't want you to look at this and be like, wow, okay, so he's saying to always buy. Like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, this is just an example to show you that FOMOing doesn't make any sense. The worst way to FOMO would be, okay, oh my God, it's going up, so I need to buy. And then you end up buying over here, and then you lose a bunch of money, and then you're sad. That's the worst thing to do. That's the worst thing to do. Don't do it. What you need to do is be patient. I know it sounds gay and annoying, I know. But just be patient. The more patient you are, the more you're going to get rewarded. And the more you follow your system, the less mad you're going to be. And the less mad you are, the less likely you are to FOMO. But this is a perfect example of why following your system to a T is the best thing to do. I missed this one, I don't care. I missed the next one, I don't care. But this one, I'm going to make sure that I get into it. And I get into it, boom, it goes up. And frankly speaking, there was another setup over here. You see what I mean? So the main idea I'm trying to say is the hack you need to remember in your brain is that there will always be another setup. It might not happen today. Like you see over here, it happened every like 5-10 minutes. There was a new setup, new setup, new setup. It might not happen within 5 minutes. It might not happen today or tomorrow. But eventually it will come. So there's no point taking a loss, entering tippity top over here, and making a big loss, and then being mad for the rest of the day, and just being in a terrible mindset, because that really carries over. That's the thing you have to remember. Being in a terrible mindset, it carries over to the next day. And if you have a bad day the next day as well, it carries over to the next day. And it's just a terrible cycle to be in. So instead of FOMOing into a setup, because you're super scared to miss it. Just don't miss the next one. Like, that's the mindset I have. So this is the trade that I took yesterday. So look at this, right? Stock goes up, it goes down. I didn't take any of this trade. So I missed this setup, right? Do I have FOMO? Am I like, okay, no, I need to enter over here? No, I'm relaxed. I take this setup, I take a small, like 2% loss, tiny loss. And then it goes up without me. You see this? It goes up literally after I sell. I buy on this candle, I sell on this candle, it goes up without me. Am I entering over here? No, I need to enter. No, I'm relaxed. It goes down again. And then eventually, it goes up. Am I buying over here? Like, no, I can't miss out. No, I'm not. Does it match my criteria? No. So I'm not going to enter. Then we have a bunch more setups over here that I just don't take. Frankly speaking, I just don't like them. So I just don't take them. And this entire move I missed. And for the day, I was negative. I was red for the day. But that's completely fine by me. That's completely okay. Because in my brain, I'm like, we missed out today, but that's fine. Let's try not to miss out tomorrow. Right? And then the next day, and then the next day. That's it. Because eventually I know that the setup will come. So why am I going to make a loss today? That doesn't make any sense. Just wait for the next setup to come and make money then. And this mindset that I only have because I've been trading for so long. The longer you trade, the more setups you see happen in front of your eyes in real time, the more you're like, okay, so this is a common thing. This isn't a rare thing. This happens a lot. So there's no need for me to rush. I can just relax. This is the biggest hack I can tell you to stop FOMOing into trades. So again, what's the strategy? Well, the strategy is the same as in all my other videos, right? We find stocks that are gapping, with the gap scanner like this, like the free one on TradingView. You don't even need to pay for this stuff. You find the ones that are gapping, right? Analyze them, wait for a pullback. Remember this pattern that we were talking about where it's like the market's really hot, then it's slow, then it's hot, then it's slow. Wait for the time where it's a bit slow and there's a pullback. As soon as it's going up, buy over there and then sell when it's going up again. Like just bare basics, bull flag, bare basics, right? You buy, you sell at resistance. Don't FOMO into these trades like I just mentioned, because remember that there's always going to be another setup. Now, if you want to trade this strategy and you're thinking, how do I learn more about the strategy? Then I invite you guys to join the community, the Draker Room. Now, in this community, I literally teach you guys the exact strategy that I trade every single day. If you have any questions, you want to learn more about it, you can ask it to me inside this community. When you join the community, you also get access to the live trading archive. There's over 100 videos in here. So every single time I take a trade, I record it. Every win, every loss, it's all in here for you to see and analyze. This is a gold mine. There's also the live movers section in the Discord. This is the best part of the group. I tell you every single day if a stock matches the criteria and if I'm looking at it. And I post it every single day like you can see over here. So to join the community, email me at thedrakerroom@gmail.com to join, because every 10 members we're increasing the price because I don't want too many people to be inside. So if you do want to lock in a cheap price, email me at that email and I'll try to get you a spot inside. So remember the rules, okay? Always remember that there's always going to be another setup. So don't FOMO into these setups. Have that mindset and you're going to stop FOMOing into trades finally. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.